Okay, we will begin by threading the needle. Right now I don't have anything plugged in. There's no batteries in the machine just because this is how it will arrive, and if you wanted to go ahead and change out your, let's say you want a different thread color, which I'm going to use a white spool anyway, but I'll show you how to use a regular spool from the store and the bobbin here. So I'm going to take it apart from what it is. So when it arrives, it's going to be ready to sew, but I'm going to lift the presser foot. I'll go ahead and remove this just for now. I'm going to lift the presser foot just to release the tension on the needle. Make sure the needle is all the way up, and I'm just going to do that by turning the hand wheel towards me. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this item here because we're not going to be using that. So once you release the tension, you can keep turning the hand wheel towards you until it completely wants to let go, just like this. See how freely it comes out? And then we're going to use our thread cutter on this side. You can also use a scissor, but since we have a thread cutter, just bring it around that and it cuts right off. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my thread just so I can show you how to thread this. It's very easy to see. So we're going to pull this lever, and I can just grab the whole thing and pull it right out. There's going to be a spring there that you want to keep there. You can put it back in just a minute, but you will have to put that back. So we're going to remove that. I'm going to remove all of my thread, and pay attention here. There are two pieces of metal that touch each other, and there's like a spring load in there. As you can see if I put my nail, that's what's holding the thread on the very top. All you're doing is laying it in that area, and I'm going to pull this out. So if we were using a bobbin, again, make sure this little spring is in there. We would take the bobbin right through, put that on there, and push that in. And that's what's going to hold your bobbin. Now we're just going to basically do the same things we did, but backwards. So this is going to be 1 through 7, basically, the places that you need this to go. So here's the first little thread gauge or holder. You're just going to lay it into that silver part that kind of opens up. Just lay it right in there, tuck it in there really nice. Go into the next area, and you can also use your needle threader to help you with this, but I can kind of see what I'm doing pretty easily. So I'm just going to put that thread through that little hole, and they're all going from right to left. There's a little tiny thread on the end of this. I'm going to cut it off just to make it easier. Okay. So right to left again. Okay, again, going from right to left. And then we have, make sure your needle's at the highest position, and your little gauge kind of just went up there, and again there's a little hole there. You're going to go from right to left into this part, and make sure you have enough thread. Again, I just like to kind of give it a tug there. And now all you're going to do is go down into this loop here. And of course that's from top down. And then you just have a couple other more. This is the loop right here that I had pointed out in the previous video. Hopefully you can kind of see that there's a little hoop there. And you're going to go down into that one. And this is the one that kind of helps it guide it closer to your needle, so it keeps it nice and steady. And then your needle, which is positioned with the hole sideways. The hole is going left to right. It's not facing forward at you, it's to the side. So then you're going to take that. I will go ahead and use the needle threader. So we're going to bring the needle threader from the back side of the needle forward. Just push right in there. And put your thread into that little space that is created by the threader, and give that a little pull so you have a good amount, and then pull it right through into your needle. This is a good amount of thread to have, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little more of a pull just so I can have a little more thread to make sure it doesn't become loose when I go to sew. So that's it, and then you can just put down your presser foot when you're ready to sew. And you just threaded your needle with